Joe. Hello and hello and hello and hello. It's happy to be back on LinkedIn Live. It's been a while since I did this, and I am so happy to. I think the air conditioning in this room is feeling a little bit cold, but I need to shake myself. All right, anyway, welcome to my live stream, and it's been a while I streamed on LinkedIn. Today I took the time to do a few of my setup, and let me tell you how my setup is today. So I am streaming from Vmix into StreamYard. Okay, so I'll be able to quickly change the scenes if I need to change the scene and all that. I can do the same thing in StreamYard, but I prefer using Vmix. I mean, I love Vmix in a way. So welcome to my stream, and I want to talk about esports and everything in between. Today is just letting myself go, and whatever topic comes to mind, I will just talk about it. I will also talk about events that we've had and how So one of the big events that we had was Gamer Basin, and thank you Enola, thank you Kumi and others for bringing Gamer to Ghana. And we had qualifiers in MK and qualifiers in FIFA, and the players were able to travel to Nigeria to go and participate. FIFA we didn't do so well, but MK we were able to place third place. I think that I recommend some handshake and clap for my gamer Mahadi. Yeah, Mahadi, kudos to Mahadi. He's a very wonderful gamer. So basically esports in Ghana has been growing steadily. There's a lot of less, I wouldn't say challenges, I would say challenges, but there's also a lot of toxicity and all that in the space. But hey, after every chaos there is rumbling and all that, there comes a time where everything begins to take up. So for me, it has been a wonderful experience for me this particular year, and a lot of development that are also coming up. One of the things that we are doing now is preparing for Birmingham. We are preparing for Birmingham, and this is so historic in the fact that we are not even taking so much of a male team, but we're taking about 5 solid women for the very first time in esports to go outside the country to go and participate in an esports tournament. I mean, that is wonderful. That is amazing, and it's history in the making, for especially for gender and gender inclusive, women empowerment and all that. But to say that 5 ladies are going to represent Ghana at Birmingham, that is wonderful. That is amazing and amazing. And the girls have been training. They have a training session. We are not predominantly a Rocket League country or a Rocket League, but they will do their best. And so a lot of things happening within the space. And one of the most exciting part for me is teams, esports teams. We've seen a steady growth in esports teams. There are a lot of esports teams springing up, and that excites me a lot because esports teams offers professional pathways for players and athletes to really move from amateur to become pro gamers, where they are under a team. They have a team manager, they have team physiotherapists, they have team administrators, they have teams themselves are growing up to become much more in the space, and that for me is really wonderful. So one of the new teams that has come on board is Explosion Esports team. There is Modern Row Esports team also coming up. There is Writer Esports team coming up. There is a lot. There is also Lashibi Troopers coming up. I mean, there's so many other esports teams springing up, and all these esports teams are well organized. They are branding themselves well to really take opportunity of the esports space. So for us in Ghana, there's a lot of movement. I wouldn't say it's rapidly growing, but it's steady growth. You know, people getting to understand the space and all that. And then recently also we've been getting a lot of engagement with, I would say, a tip of the iceberg, government. Anyway, well, we've been having some interactions with some authorities and all that, trying to, you know, really build a policy framework for esports in Ghana. So I'm really excited about the future. I say that my sole mission, one of my biggest mission, is to make sure that Ghana becomes the gateway of esports in Africa. And yes, we can do that. And yes, we will do that, because I think that Ghana has a very conducive atmosphere. It's built on friendship. It's one of the best countries known for its friendliness, you know. So, and everybody in the world is welcome to Ghana. We have a good weather all year round, and we can have esports tournament all year round as well. And so there's a lot of, if you need to invest in esports, you can come to Ghana as well. But anyway, there's a lot of movement. And I would say that also, there's also growth in esports spaces in Ghana. I mean, there is Plus 233 Arena, which is PC and console based, but predominantly PC. And there's a new one which is called Otium, which is at the East Legon, which is also have a PC, has a VIP rooms, it has a balcony for relaxation. They have food on call, and as well as that. So there's, and these are, I mean, world-class spaces as well to organize events, have events and all that at the space. So I'm pretty much happy about development. But also, we have gaming arenas or gaming cafes or game centers professionalizing themselves and building themselves up. And, you know, at first, when you talk about game houses in Africa or in Ghana specifically, you think about maybe some small kiosks, right? But now the space has opened. People are getting to know that video games is not a child's play. It's business. It's business, and they are building themselves and commercializing themselves up for a great opportunity to be in the space. So I have been trying to, you know, build a space up with other people. I'm not the only one. I would say probably I'm the face, but there are a lot of people behind the scenes. So many people doing events, building up teams, sponsoring events, and well, when you come to esports, maybe the tournament are the peak of the iceberg, but below the pyramid, okay, is a lot of activities that are being done to really hold the fort up. And I appreciate everybody in the space doing their very best to make sure that esports get recognized. I have a 3 principles for esports in Africa. I said the first one is awareness, the second one is recognition, and the third one is sustainability. You create awareness so that through awareness we get recognized, and recognition comes by when government and policymakers are pushing, when education institutions are recognizing that esports can be pathways for career opportunities, so they begin to build courses in that. And talking about esports and courses, we recently have a university activation at UPSA, and we're trying to do that at Ken UST, Legon University, Central University, Ashasi University. So there are other stuff that are coming. I have a wonderful news coming up for you with University Esports Championship, and watch out, it's coming out soon. I'm sure by in the next month or so you'll get to know about it. It's the University Esports Championship for Ghana Universities Invitational, and work has already started on that. So that's a bit of news for you. Anyway, so when it comes to education, not only competitive play of esports, but we're looking into the space as well as to how we can build careers pivoting on esports. So tournament management, you know, branding, communication, all the aspects that comes into play. Well, esports is basically competitive play of esports, but I think that it's the commercial side of video gaming. For me, it's a very, very commercial side of esports, of video gaming, and everything that comes within artist management. You could talk about in the music space, you talk about artist management. In the esports space, we can talk about player management and all that. And so there's a lot of things that are happening in the space, and I think there's also a lot of things happening in Africa. I can speak those that I know of. Solo esports, my friends Solo esports in Senegal are doing so marvelously well, with, I think, with support from the French embassy as well. My friends in Enyola and Co in Nigeria, my brother Emmanuel also in Nigeria. I can speak of those that are really connected to, you know. I would say that what people don't know is that esports is all about connection and relationship before business. And for me, that has become my mantra, that I value relationship more than money. It's not that I don't like money. It's that I believe that everything is built on relationship first. And once you can build a relationship with someone and you build their trust, and you build that kind of a trust, will take you where money won't open that door. Well, money can build so many things, but money in itself can also destroy. It is money that brings enmity between people. But I prefer that I go on the route of relationship, building trust with people, building loyalty with people, and that has become my strength and my vision, that anybody that I meet, I try to build relationship with them. In my work, in my space that I do almost all the time, I'm building relationship. It's relationship first, because I need to trust you, you need to trust me for us to build a business together. If you don't trust me, and if you have misjudgment about me, I cut you off. Simple as that. Is that has become a bit of, well, I would say a lot of people like me. There are a lot of people who like me. There are a lot of people also who don't like me, and it is what it is. This is the world. People will like you, people won't like you. For all that you do, people will like you, people won't like you. There will always be the two sides of the coin. And I always say that there are three sides of the coin. There are those who sit on the edge of the coin, there are those who sit on the other side, and there are those who also sit on the other side. And for me, if you are with me, fine, I'll support you as well as support other people as well. So let's build businesses within the esports space. But then, I want to show you something. Okay. I hope you have this. And if you don't have it, go to Amazon or search on Google or search for my friends. His name is here, Baron. Hit him up on LinkedIn, and he will show you how to get this book. But I think it's on Amazon. Demystifying Esports. This is a good read. If I can open it to you, I make my own notes, and I keep on underlining things. I keep on underlining things inside this book, like the ones I have here. I underline this. If there are so many powerful quotes in this book that I keep on underlining it. And when I'm on transit home, I'm in a public vehicle going, or I go for a meeting and I need to wait a little bit while I grab the book and I start reading. And it is well written, and it's well written such that you don't really get bored reading it. And you can start from any chapter and you can read it backwards, you can read it forward. I mean, it's a wonderful book, and I want you to go have it. It's called Demystifying Esports by Baron Hugh. He's on LinkedIn. Shout out to you, Baron. Shout out. This book is a good book, and I want everyone to go for it if you have it. If you are in Ghana and you're looking for one, maybe you can, I don't know, I have a few copies, but let's see, just hit me up Currently, we're giving out to teachers and head teachers of schools, because for me, I believe that one of the key aspects in growing esports, or really rapidly developing esports, is to take it into the educational system, from the primary school to JSS to senior high to the university. And it has to be a deliberate attempt. The educators need to understand this space. This is one single space that has developed out of the curriculum space. When I say out of the curriculum space, that it's, as Baron will say it says that esports or video games were developed such that it felt like it was a guilty pleasure, like, you know, it's something for enjoyment and entertainment all the time. So, you know, older folks look at video games and think about it, it's just fulfilling, you know, whiling away time, satisfying a certain desire and all that. But things have changed. It is not so. So I believe that once they can get the understanding of what esports is, and this book right here can really give parents and grandparents and teachers and educators who really don't understand the esports space to really get to understand what is esports all about. And I think that first it should go to educators, and then it should spread to, and then they can translate that to our primary schools, our junior high schools, and to all the other schools. All right, so I'm seeing a lot of shout out in the room. I can see you, Shelly. Hi, Shelly. I can see you, Baron. I can see you, Victor. Thank you, Victor, for joining the stream. And Prince, oh my, there are a lot of people on the stream. If I can say, I can't mention your name, but it's all good. All right, so what is coming up? What is coming up for us? I've already spoken about Birmingham. The team is preparing, and we're getting a lot of support also. So then we also getting hey, Shelley, this is what I got to tell you. There's a Web 3.0 conference coming up, and by courtesy of our dear friend and supporter and donor, Dr. Malita Moore. We connected to the Web 3.0 conference in Accra, which is on 28th and 29th of this month, and we will be there. And I think I'm on a panel talking about gaming and multiverse and Web 3.0. And I think that Web 3.0's basis is all about gaming, and gaming has a foundation for Web 3.0 to really rapidly grow in Africa and in Ghana. So I'm going to be part of the panel in talking, but most importantly, there's going to also be a VR and esports activation on 29th of July at the Kimpiski Gold Coast Hotel. So watch that. I think it will be streamed. I believe it will be streamed, and once the stream goes live, I will share it on my page as well. And then also right after that, we travel to Birmingham. All preparations being done, and it's being done in conjunction with the Ghana Esports Federation. Yes, there's an actual federation being formed by the government, and it's being done. And we, as an Esports Association of Ghana, we are so proud to be part of the steering committee, making sure that we bring esports to the policymakers. And it's wonderful to be part of what is happening in Ghana. There are a lot of things that are coming up, and I believe that it's all in the right direction. There's also a lot of movement. I'm super excited about especially player development. There's so many companies, or there's so many esports outfits developing players, and it's amazing how, if you think about it, these esports clubs and teams offering job opportunities to individuals, opening up the space and all that. And for me, it's just a wonderful time to be in esports. I'm not saying there are not challenges. There are huge challenges and roadblocks that we need to climb. Even so much toxicity in the space, and sometimes when you think about it, but we have to do what we have to do. I keep my focus on what I have to do next and next and next, and I keep on going and going, and thanks to the support of my team, and thanks to the support of the esports association management team that always there for me to make sure that we are pushing on the right steps. All right, so what do I have to say next? This is supposed to be like 30 minutes presentation. It's not really presentation. It's just okay. I need to go for a video. We did. You know, I'm really have passion for two things: children or kids, and then women in esports. And together with my friend Maximus, through Esports Academy, we hosted Girls in Gaming, and we had a video that I'm gonna play to you. And right after that, I'll come back to you to come and talk about what we really are doing in this space. So take a look at this video. Right after that, I'll come back to you and tell you about all that is happening also in other spaces, and I will pick your comment. If you have a question, put it in the comment section, and if you have anything that you want to ask me, put it in there. I'll be right back.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the stream. This is the Ghana Esports Association, and we are bringing to you the Ladies Play Games 2 event right here inside the Esports Academy, Hacho Ekomo.
There, and then can she put the ball at the back of the net? Oh, a good block one there from CBNK.
Is the Ghana. Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the stream. This is the Ghana Esports Association, and we are bringing to you the Ladies Play Games 2 event right here inside the Esports Academy, Hacho Ekomo.
There, and then can she put the ball at the back of the net? Oh, a good block one there from CBNK. And it's 41 minutes in the game, and it's goalless here. Mary's for CBNK. This pass and the through one, short but well blocked. Another one for CBNK. She gives the ball to her player, but Morgan by CBNK, a breakaway scorer, and laid the pass to Morgan. Morgan once again, a shot. Wow, beautiful goal, sensational one.
He's stuck on 12 for a while now, and his is coming up. And this is how we do it. You saw how intense the gameplay is. You saw the skills they are displaying on the pitch and all that. That's to tell you that this is really happening here in Ghana, here in Accra, and we are having an amazing time.
Okay, so that was a simple video clip from Girls Play Games, Girls in Gaming, or Girls Play Games too, that happened earlier in the year. And I'm super excited about Girls in Gaming. There's so many opportunities that we can offer using video games, and I'm also super excited about Dr. Malita and their friends are coming down again. Drum roll. Yes. We are already in the month, and we're super excited. It's one of the events that a lot of gamers are, you know, happy about. Like, they are super excited about. Yeah, I gotta tell you, they are super excited about. Anyway, so Dr. Malita, Brittany, I'm hoping that this year around area will come down. But anyway, we're going to have an NBA 2K event. Then we'll also, this time around, we'll have a special FIFA tournament invitation also as part of it. And then what we started last year, first time in history, first time in Africa, the Healthy Gamer Summit, the only esports Healthy Gamer Summit that, for the record, has happened in Africa, is coming on again for the second time in Accra, Ghana. And we're doing it right here in Ghana. Yes, it's going to be a wonderful time. It's going to be, I mean, yes, we talk about esports playing and all that, but the mental, the health of the players is very crucial. And so, for the second time, the second edition Healthy Gamer Summit is coming on, and I will release a few of the communication that will be coming up soon, and we'll tell you the exact date, the time that is coming. I think it's on the 30th of July, and the venue will be communicated very soon. But we're working on it, and I'm super excited about it, and it's gonna be wow, extra wow. So it's all powered by the Level Up, led by Dr. Malita and his team. So it's going to be wonderful. It's also going to be part of the Web 3.0 events happening in Accra, Ghana. So we all fired up, and very soon we'll give you all the detailed information that is coming up. So a lot of activities coming up, and then also what else? Do anybody has a question in there that I have not answered? I'm coming. Let me check in the questions. And everybody's saying hi, Kwesi. Awesome, Kwesi. Oh, nobody want to ask me anything. I got to go. So I need to go. So, but I want to see if anybody has a question in the question segment. Nobody is asking any question. Okay. But anyway, it's been so amazing championing esports in Ghana, and I know there are also a lot of people doing stuff. I can't mention all because there are so many of them in Africa doing their bit with all the challenges that we are going through. But oh yes, I just remembered. It's in August. You know, our Read to Play activation for children is also coming up in the other Ghana International Book Fair, and this time around, as always, we are the official children's activation or activity, experiential activity on grounds at the fair. And as always, this time around, we're setting up about 6 workstations or 6 console stations for the children. The last time we did 4. The previous ones we did 4, but this time around we are increasing it to 6 console stations for the kids to really enjoy. And they are not only going to play games, they are also going to do puzzles. There are a lot of stuff that we are trying to also digital experience, word reading, drawing, doodling, all kinds of stuff that will be done for the children when they come to the space. So it's not only about playing video games, but the catch point is that if any kid want to play a video game, he has to read a book, he has to read a chapter of a book, you have to if you want to play more games, you read more books and you get to read. And then also the icing on the cake is that we give free books to the kids who comes around and perform excellently on the video games that are played. So it's going to be an amazing time, and I'm super excited about it. I mean, the rest of the year, the next 6 months of the year is really going to be very active. So we are preparing and pushing. And then also we coming up with our Ghana Esports League. That is really excited. I'm really excited about that as well, because there are teams that are formed. We need to get them actively engaged. So we need to have the league coming up. And if you're a sponsor out there, I'm telling you, you need to sponsor esports. Yes, this is my pitch to you. I promise you that you could build a brand loyalty with the young kids of today. In the next 5 to 10 years, they will be in the position to buy and purchase any product that if they have money, they will purchase. And guess what? Young people of today are loyal to a particular brand. And if the brand begins to build an affinity with them now, is the best opportunity for them to really be in the past. So you ask, why is Benz, Mercedes-Benz and all these big companies outside getting into esports? It's not because the children can buy those cars. They want to build a brand affinity with them, so that when they grow up and be in the position of power, in the position of where they have the purchasing power, they can purchase a Mercedes-Benz. That's why a Mercedes will sponsor an esports tournament. So I've given you the secret. Any brand out there looking to build a long-lasting relationship with young people now should really invest or sponsor an esports event. It doesn't matter how big money you control in there. The real thing is to build connection with the players or with the community. And once you build that connection with the community, then it sparks like magic. It sparks like magic. I'm telling you, it's always wonderful. The experience is something wow and something else. On grounds, other events, the emotions and all that goes into having an esports event or being part of an esports activation is so wonderful. And for sponsors, there's so much ways by which you can really connect and let your presence and brands become relevant to these young ones. And esports is wonderful. I mean, within the social media space, esports can perform. Within the media space, esports can perform. Within any other space, there's a way to plug into esports. So I have 2 minutes to go, and I would say that I want to say thank you for all those that have really been out there trying to do I have an esports tip? Oh yeah. I think I can look into Baron's book and give you an esports tip. This is really roughly anything about esports and esports, but basically okay, let me go into what I wrote for esports teams. And this advice goes to esports teams, especially in Ghana and in Africa. I have 5 pillars, 5 solid pillars for esports teams. The first pillar is team or people. Develop people. Any esports team, startup, right? That if you are an esports team in Ghana and in Africa, the first pillar I want you to develop is develop talent, or develop people, develop players, develop them, give them the opportunity to be their best self, right? Bring people, bring teams, develop people or develop individuals to come together to build a team. And once you start up as an esports team startup, the first pillar I want you to do is to develop them, develop players, and they will be loyal. The second thing is to be very actively pursuing or actively engaging in tournament or participating in tournament, because that's one sure way to test or to prove that your team is strong and your team is really growing. Is to I say that whether big or small event, participate in it. Whether it's a small event, whether it's a small tournament, go out there and participate in it. And that will be a key way to really showcase your players, showcase your talent, showcase the kind of players you have in your team. It's only by tournament. They actively participate in the tournament. 3 is to to develop your team base as content providers or content creators. Get them small gadgets, small capture cards, webcams that they can actively use to produce content online. By doing so, it gets the team's name out there. It gets visibility. Once you build visibility, once the team is very visible in content production, you get sponsors to sponsor you. And that's one of the ways by which you get sponsors to sponsor the team. The 4th thing is merchandising. You need t-shirts, you need all kinds of merchandising, and well, t-shirt is the first thing that needs to come. And building merchandising is pivoted on building a fan base. That's my last point. Oh, I have a last one I will say later. You need to build fan base. And how do you build fan base? The first fan base you have as an esports manager or as esports owner or esports team is your family and friends. So how do you build fan base? My first trick for you is to get some t-shirts. I mean, t-shirts are the easiest by which what we've done is to do key holders or key rings, which is it's less expensive to do them, and you begin to share them, right? And begin to share them. And once you build a fan base for your team, they may not know how to play these games, but they're supporting your team. And every team, just like Manchester, Chelsea, Barcelona, PSG, they all have fan teams. They don't need to know how to play football on the pitch, but the fans support you and be there for you. And when these teams go out to go and play, or when your players are out there and playing, these fans to come and cheer them up. So you need to build a fan base, right? And the 6th one that I will throw in as a bonus is to develop your players to become like influencers in the space, right? So they create enough content, be visible on social media, be well branded to be able to push your esports team brand to the next level. It's not only about participating in tournament, but every esports player in the team must be able to push their brand out there. I mean, have a generic banners for their social media handles, their names all over the place, and that is one way. So these things will help your esports team to really go and do the little things. If you have an esports team, begin to tell your mom, begin to tell your dad, begin to tell your sisters, your brothers, your schoolmates all about your team, and let them go follow your social media handles. You also need to build social media handles. Let them go and follow your social media handle and let them support you, so that once you come out with a handle, like what I'm wearing a Roots. Oh, let me stand up. I'm wearing a Roots Esports jersey. That's my team. Roots Esports, as roots as in roots of Africa, as roots, the roots of the tree. You know, I came up with the name Roots. So Root Esports is my team, and I believe that if you believe in something, you wear it. So I'm wearing my team today, and I wear it around. I'm going around through the market, through the street. I'm wearing it, and people are seeing it, and they are seeing Root Esports. And behind me is hashtag Root Esports. And once they say it, I'm giving visibility to my team. And that's what you need to do as well. You need to give visibility to your team. You wear it. If you believe in your team, create T-shirts. T-shirt is easy to create. It's not so much expensive to create T-shirts. Create little things that you can give away to people, because building a fan base is very crucial to the survival of the team. How can a team perform when there are no audience or spectators to cheer them on? So building, and in the South Koreas and in the Americas and in the Europe, they have big fan base coming out to come and support teams at the League of Legends tournament. And they're full stadiums, and tickets are sold out. How do they come by these days? Every team starts small and grow. So you need to build up your team. And as I said, build players, participate in tournaments or in competitions, create content, consistently create content on your social. Well, some of these things I wrote them myself, but I am also at fault. I will honestly say, I need to keep these things to myself and doing them anyway. You need to create merchandise, and then you need to build followership, or you need to build spectatorship, or you need to build fan base for that. So with that said, those are some of my tips for esports teams growing up. I'm so much passionate about teams because I believe that teams are the bedrock for sustainable esports development in Africa, because every team is well structured, registered, and they have to go according to some rules of ethics of the game. And people can't sit in their rooms alone and start playing. Yes, mobile gaming is wonderful, but you need to be in the team space to really develop this space. So that is my take on that. So thank you everyone for joining the stream. Thank you, Mark. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Vito. Thank you, Isidine Ibrahima. I can't mention your name, but I hope I mentioned it right. Thank you, Brittany. Thank you, Shelley. Thank you, Baron. Thank you, every single one that came through the stream today. You know how we do it. I'm super excited. I can keep on talking and talking and talking and talking, but we need to cut the stream somewhere. So thank you so much for joining the stream, and I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone on LinkedIn that is supporting me. Anytime I do a post and you come and say, you click the like button, thank you so much. I want to say thank you so much. All the support that I keep getting from you, it's a blessing. It's wonderful, and I know that one day you say, hey, I was there when this guy was making it. I was there when this guy really is pushing. I know I have a big heart, and it's also because people have bigger hearts for me. And I appreciate every single person, every single one, especially on LinkedIn, who have pushed, who has recommended me, who has opened a door, who has opened a window, who has given me a water to drink, who has sent me something, who has given me an inspiration, who has sent hi in my DM and say, hey, keep on going, I'm supporting you. I know it is not easy to be in this space, but we are doing it because we believe that there is something greater that can be achieved with esports. And that for me is my end goal. My end goal is to make sure that esports is a pivot of transformation for the young people in Ghana, in Africa, in world. We contributing to changing lives, giving hope, giving better livelihood to people, bringing people to an equal level. I mean, we can't do it all, but esports can do something. That's what I believe in. I believe that it can offer careers where people don't have that level of standard to reach, but esports opens up a level playing field for many people, especially people in the under deprived economy, right? And it's wonderful to be in the space. I have seen what it can be done, and I believe it can be done. So thank you so much for joining the stream. And I would say that when you hear the cock crows the next day, it is me saying thank you. Enjoy your day. Have a blessed day. Bye.